good people won't stay, and then that whole employee branding thing, you know, word gets out on the street, your name is mud. So, turnover, one big thing. What's the number one reason people leave their jobs?
Supervisor.
Their supervisor, right? And this is not something that we HR people just sat around and said, you know, made up. Actually, a Gallup poll of over 1 million U.S. workers came up with this fact. Now, what are some of the other reasons? So, of course, our supervisor, if they're not trustworthy, we're probably going to leave them. Has anybody left their job because it was, you know,
Just did.
Oh.
January the 7th.
Congratulations.
That's my bad.
She's excited about it.
Yeah.
I know.
Because we don't want to be in that kind of environment, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to be in that. We don't want to be near untrusting people. We don't trust them. What are some of the other reasons people leave their job? I'm sorry.
All negative.
It's all people who are all negative. They're fuddy-duddies. They're no fun to be around. Some other reasons people leave their jobs are bullying, incompetence, harassment, and discrimination. Not respecting your legal rights, like veganism, right? Privacy invasion. And we talked about some of those here too. So some of the reasons people leave their jobs. Now, we talked about the financial impact, right? Because we're trying to build a case here. Financial impact. The most commonly cited cost of turnover is 1.5 times salary, right? So if we take that, let's look at this. Okay. If we have an $8 an hour employee, Florida minimum wage is $7.67 now, right? So didn't it just go up?
Yeah.
What is it now? $7.79. That's one of those weird numbers. So it just went up. $7.79. So this is just under minimum, or just over rather, minimum wage for the state of Florida. We take so your basic level of employee. If we times that 150 times, 1.5 times their salary, annual salary is $25,000. So that means, like, I used to work at SunTrust Bank. So in the banking industry, that would mean if we had a teller turnover, then that would cost us $25,000. And so these turnover rates, right, are high. Now, what's the average turnover rate across all industries? Anybody know? Not irrespective of industries, 15%. So let's say if we have a company with 100 employees, and we times that out, we have 15% average turnover rate. 15% of those employees leave. That's costing our companies $375,000 a year. Now, if you're in the retail or hospitality or the call center environment, that's like, close to 100% turnover, right? So I didn't even do that math. I mean, this is real money we're talking about. And this is just for a low-level employee. What happens when we get into the executives? I teach at the University of Tampa. It's so beautiful over there. Thank you for the music to go along with my beautiful UT. And in the management book, last year I taught a Foundations of Management class. Because when I went through my MBA, I said, hey guys, we're all executive MBAs, and we're not talking about how to manage people. What's wrong with this picture? We're developing future leaders at Tampa, and we need to talk about management. So they said, okay, you think it's so important? You teach the class. Shoot, okay, I will. So I got this book, Management. It's a probably, I won't recommend this for you all to buy and read, but it is actually really exciting to teach from, talking about the foundations of management. And in there, now, how's this for a career aspiration for you? I want to get on in the management textbook that university professors are teaching on how executives are unethical, right? So here's an example of four of them. In 2005, an executive from Boeing fired for violating Boeing's personal conduct policy after emails revealed a relationship with the female executives. How many of you have personal conduct policies?
Yeah.
Wow. Really? I only saw oh, there's more over on this side. This side's more ethical than this side. Okay, I'm surprised. I thought there would be a lot more. But that's where that can come in handy, that personal conduct, that say, hey, we trust you, you trust us, and we're going to put it in writing. Okay? So that's how Boeing got rid of this guy. 2007, John Brown from BP resigned after admitting that he lied to a judge. Admitting he lied to a judge while trying to prevent a British newspaper from exposing details about his personal life. I wonder what those details were. He was trying so hard to keep from. 2010, IBM left after being arrested for insider trading. Shared a cell with Martha Stewart, maybe? And then also in 2010, Mark Hurd, CEO from HP, was fired after a sexual harassment investigation revealed expense accounts for irregularities. He was taking out one of his consultants and trying to woo her using his expense account. Mark Hurd. Now, so we talked about $25,000 being the cost of a turnover for an entry-level employee. Mark Hurd left with a cool $12.2 million after being fired. And that's only because he got another job. Who hires this guy? With Oracle. And had he not gotten that job, he actually left $53 million on the table through HP. But HP didn't give him the full amount because he got another job.